I have a couple things to share with you. The first thing, there are two things that happened. All right, probably the second is the biggest, but we'll just start with this smaller but still kind of important story. Crunchyroll had an employee or someone who works for Crunchyroll Crunchyroll had did a web search, and we're going by Wikipedia and the page views on Wikipedia. They determined that Alita Battle Angel was the most searched, I guess, or the most popular anime. But I guess you could say it's not really anime. You know, whatever, I'll take it. It's based on an anime. It's based on a manga, really. But, you know, there was OVA as well, or original video animation OVA. So I'll take that. It still counts for me. You know, some people raise the question like, it doesn't really count, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, so this is kind of a big thing because even according to them, I'll just read what they had put. If you looked at the rankings in January, Alita would still make the top 10, but just barely. However, an online group known as the Alita Army started not a Kickstarter, it was a GoFundMe, but, you know, late last year to get enough funds to fly a plane over the Oscars, requesting a sequel to the 2019 film. It's incredible to see that a fan campaign was able to both bring such attention to the franchise with a single stunt that Wikipedia traffic for the page even exceeds that of the top airing simulcast. Now, you know, I haven't really seen the numbers or anything, but they said that basically it was due to our campaign. That, and I guess that makes sense too. You know, a lot of people will be like, well, what is Alita Battle Angel? Or what is Alita sequel? Or what is Alita Army, right? And so they began to hit Wikipedia, and that led to more searches and hopefully more watches and more views of the movie, right? And maybe even some more Blu-ray sales. Now, the sales are kind of iffy, you know, because I guess, what do you call it? What's the website? Anyway, the website that keeps track of it, I think it's not the numbers. Whatever, I'll come back to it later. That website hasn't really been reporting very good numbers. At first they were reporting good numbers, then they haven't been reporting good numbers. And, you know, the main thing is, though, that Landau knows how much the movie made. And to be honest, I think that money isn't so much of an issue anymore. I think Alita had reached already a certain point where they thought either yes, they're going to make a sequel, or no, they're not going to make a sequel. And that point might have happened in December, right? When Landau had spoke with Cinema Blend and told us through Cinema Blend that we should continue peppering Disney and let them know how important it is that we have a sequel. I guess you could say if there was no chance, then he wouldn't have said anything like that. He wouldn't have even answered questions, right? Because Sean O'Connell from Cinema Blend asked us ahead of time. He says, Alita Army, I'm going to speak with Jon Landau. Are there any questions that you have for him? Right? I don't know if he just did that completely on his own, or if Landau had let him know ahead of time, asked them if they have questions for me. Who knows? Maybe that's what happened. That probably wouldn't have happened if there wasn't going to be even a chance of a sequel, right? So, you know, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to happen with Disney, but it could, you know, who knows? It may happen, but I just don't think it's going to be at Disney. That's just my opinion. My own opinion. I could be wrong. So yeah, I think they've already made their decision, and it's not so much about Blu-ray sales anymore anyway, but it is still good to push these Blu-rays because they will hopefully end up being more butts in the seat, basically, when and if the sequel does happen. So that would be important. Now, I did actually lose my train of thought somewhat because I don't remember what I was going to say after that. But maybe I should just go ahead and just move on to the next thing because, you know, I don't think it'll come back to me. The other news that happened, this was yesterday, was that I should have got a better screenshot than that. But Elon Musk, I can't say his name. Elon Musk shares an image of a rocket adorned with an art of Alita Battle Angel. and you can see the artwork there. It's not, he cropped the picture. You can't see the whole thing. This was made by the art. I'll give you the artist's name in the. I can't remember his name. There's a link. There'll be a link. Just go to this page and there'll be a link there because I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But basically, Johnny Sci-Fi, he photoshopped that person's fan art onto the image of this rocket, and this is the image that Challenger ST was sharing with Elon Musk, like basically almost every time he posted anything, right? And so finally, Elon shares it, and this pretty much blew up Twitter. And right now, it has over 100,000 likes. So this is a couple hours old, and it has over a couple 100,000 likes now. That is a lot of people who have seen this. So there should be a pretty good boost out of this for Alita. This is some of the best advertising we can hope for. This will definitely give her a bump. And not only that, but there was some news articles written about it. Not a lot, but the main thing though is that it spread over Twitter pretty widely. And Jon Landau had commented on it. He says, Alita Battle Angel has a fan at SpaceX. And Rosa Salazar says, we're going to Mars, I guess. Hey, Tesla Motors, can I get a Model X, please? And that is pretty much it. But that should be a good boost for Alita and sales here, and not just sales, but maybe even more people coming around and saying that they want a sequel. So we could definitely use that. More voices calling for the sequel. That would be great to have. And we'll see. Right now, he's still answering some questions. I think he answered Foxfire's question, like maybe not a question, but one of his posts. Hopefully he says something else good here soon, or something that we can show Jon Landau and Jim Cameron, but this would be good for Alita. So, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for listening. And I'm sorry if this went on a little too long, but anyway, talk to you later.